Hey everybody, Teresa here from Inspiration Cards, and I'm back with our last card for this month's Stamp Jammies online card class featuring the Dahlia Days stamp set. I hope you've been enjoying this month's cards as much as I've enjoyed sharing with them. So let's get to our last card. So here we go. Here's our last card using the Dahlia Days stamp set. So I've paired this with the soon to be retired, very soon to be retired, hand pen designer series paper. This is definitely a pack of pattern paper that I am going to miss. Now what you're going to need for this week's card from your class supplies, or at least what you should have left anyway, should look a little something like this. So you'll have a long piece of crumb cake cardstock. So this is an 8.5 by 11 piece of crumb cake cut vertically in half. You'll also have one piece of basic white. It's about 1/4 of a sheet, a little less. And then you'll have 4 strips of the designer series paper. Same design, just different sides. There we go. And then you'll have a layered and scalloped circle. So these are using the layering circle dies. All right, so those are all our pieces. So let me just stick these off to the side here. There we go. All right, and as always, I like to start with folding that card base in half. So here we go. That nice, crisp, clean fold, my bone folder. There we go. So now I can set that off to the side. And for our large piece of basic white, this is going to go on the inside. So you can add whatever you like. You can add a phrase, an image. I usually just like to stick with an image. And then I will usually handwrite my notes on the inside. So this leaves plenty of room to do that. So I'm going to grab one of the smaller blooms from the stamp set and my pale papaya ink pad. I like to have both colors on the inside and the outside. So this little bit of pale papaya helps with that. So there we go. And still lots of room to add a handwritten note or something on the inside. All right, so I'm going to stick that to the side just for a second here. Save you. All right, and with our circle, our basic white circle, we're going to actually just stamp our phrase in the center. So with Mother's Day next weekend, I'm using the To an Amazing Woman stamp set. Hint, hint, I don't think my mom's watching, but this is going to be my Mother's Day card. There we go. All right. So I'm just going to tap this with the crumb cake ink and put that in the center. So typically what I'll do is on my piece of cardstock, I'll do my stamping first and then I'll die cut. But of course, in the interest of time here for you guys, I have die cut it already. All right. There we go. I'm going to bring that other bloom, so that same one we used on the inside, and I'm just going to have this go around. There we go. I'm going to have that go around my phrase, and then I'm going to swap this out for the image. Got the 3 littlest flowers on here. There we go. And again, so I'm just going to fill in those gaps. Just like that. There we go. Let's close this up. We're all done with our stamping for today. I'm going to set this aside to dry for a minute. So while that dries, let's pull in our crumb cake card base and that large piece of basic white. And I'm just gonna stick this onto the inside of the card base with a little bit of Stamp and Seal. Go. To get that nice little crumb cake frame, and there's that little bit of pale papaya on the inside as well. All right, and then we're gonna line up our pieces of designer series paper here. Just flip these around. There we go, just like that. And you try and get them lined up with that same kind of a border on the outside as you did with the inside. And that'll actually help with when you're ready to stick the individual strips. So in a case like this, I actually like to start at the bottom. There we go. And then work my way up or down either way. Works just fine. There we go. And I'm just alternating that same design. There we go. And one more strip. Voila. And this should be sufficiently dry by now. So I'm going to flip that over, stick a little bit of Stamp and Seal on the back of there, and then add in that nice little bit of scalloping, that pale papaya. This is probably my favorite color from this batch of In Colors. All right, so from here we're going to pop on a few dimensionals, pop this up a little bit, just like that. Peel the paper off the back. And I'm going to stick that right in the center. You can stick it wherever you like. I actually kind of like it in the center there. And then to finish it off, I want to add a little bit of bling. So I'm just going to grab my Take Your Pick tool and my brushed brass butterflies. I'm going to need to order a new pack of these soon. All right, I'm just going to scoop that up. Just like that. Here we go. And as always, I do have another design featuring the same stamp set. So this time around, I'm using all of the newest In Colors. So on Tuesday, these will be officially in the new annual catalog. And I've used all 5 of the new In Colors on this simple stamping card. So I've got the Parakeet Party in the background, and then we've got a little bit of Orchid Oasis, the Sweet Sorbet, Tahitian Tide, and then we have Starry Sky right there. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed this week's cards, and I'll be back next week with the new Stamp Jammies online card class for the month of May, featuring the A Good Man stamp set. I'm so looking forward to sharing these cards with you because I know for me and a lot of people, masculine cards are a little harder to design. So stay tuned for those projects. And if you want to sign up for my June Stamp Jammies class featuring the Little Ladybug stamp set, there's still time to sign up for the full class kit. So for $75, that includes the Little Ladybug stamp set, 1 ink pad, some coordinating designer series paper, along with all of the supplies for the 4 projects for the month of June. All you have to do to sign up for that is send me an email at inkspirationwiththeresa@gmail.com, or you can just drop a message below and I'm happy to get back to you that way as well. And if you want to check out some of my other projects, you can check me out on social, Inkspiration Cards on both Facebook and Instagram. And of course, you can check out my blog, inkspirationcards.com. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. See you soon.